NBA 2K21.
I didn't even pick that choice. Hey, if I could just have me a good friend. Or a guy to college.
You're the graduate. That's gotta be bittersweet. No one gave you a chance and you almost pulled off the upset of all time. What are your emotions right now, Duke?
You know, I missed the show.
Hey Siri, we my missus. Hey Siri, we missus. Hey Siri, hey Siri, hey Siri, hey Siri, we missus.
Stephanie Sexy Queen sent a new message. Hey babe, I'm checking and I don't well good. I'm going to call you later. That's okay. Would you like to reply?
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
Okay, I love you too.
Your reply to Stephanie Sexy Queen says okay, I love you too. Ready to send it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's sent. Okay, that's everything.
right now. This is a rebirth. We are only as strong as our belief in each other. Yeah?
Yeah. All right, let's go now, Breeden. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of Garden State IAA basketball. I'm Joe Lamy, joined by Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. We can't wait to get another season rolling, and we look to get a great matchup to kick things off.
Well, a classic matchup with the Newark East Eagles playing host to the Burton Hornets. Both teams looking to improve on their final positions from last year. A win tonight would be a great step towards that goal.
Bobby Erickson leads the way for the Hornets. They go against an Eagles team with quite a few new faces. Still, though, Newark is led by senior KJ Day.
And the crowd will be a factor here for the Eagles. This is the type of atmosphere you love to see at the high school level. New year and a new lineup. Day, the team captain, will now start at the 2, with newcomer Junior playing the point. Black and Zadirko filling at the forwards, and Mercedes steps in to get the start at center. And the Hornets come in with their usual lineup. Luan and Germanenko are in the backcourt. Star forward Bobby Erickson begins the game at the 3. Ramadas and Aslanoglu fill out the 4 and 5 spots.
And in this game, it's really going to be about bringing Junior along and getting him up to speed. You don't want to overwhelm him.
Pass to Sheffield. Junior with it. He's covered by Levesque. And here's Junior outside.
He couldn't capitalize on the poor coverage, and the defense has to feel a little bit lucky that he missed.
He's got to give that shot another chance.
Right side Levesque. James Marcedo with the rebound. As you said, there is such a huge difference between organized ball and street ball. The talent is there for Junior, but it's going to be a bit of an adjustment.
And that's something that Coach Bishop knows will be a process. I mean, Junior clearly has a mind for the game. It shouldn't take long for him to adjust to this style of play.
Here's Levesque. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
He's able to find a seam in the defense and just lay it right in.
Well, you have to love the charm of the New York East Gym. The facility might not be top of the line, but it has a lot of history for the Eagles.
And there have been talks about getting a new gym built on campus, but that's something that's a decade away on the school board's agenda. As you said, this gym just fits with the legacy of the New York East Eagles.
Now the Eagles with it. Trailing by 2. Over to the left wing. Right side, Lack. Marceda. Sheffield outside. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Got a piece of it to the wing, right side. Pass to Junior with 4 to shoot. The 3 ball. The Eagles with yet another miss. Burton has possession. Vlad Germanenko on the wing. Here's Porter. The shot goes down with a very quick possession right there. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Back to Junior. Down low. Sheffield. To stop the run. Vlad Germanenko with the defensive effort. Outside Erickson. And here's Joe Levesque outside. And with Junior, you don't want to only talk about who his father is, but it's a shadow he'll be under as long as he's on the hardwood.
It might be the reason why Junior didn't immediately take to basketball as a sport, but the similarities in their games are already apparent. Junior looks to be just as talented as his dad was, even if he's a bit raw.
From beyond the arc, James Marcedo with the rebound. The Eagles trailing, just looking to get anything going offensively.
Honestly, it feels like there's a lid on the hoop right now.
And the new group getting ready for the... Here's Romanov, and Dave Zadirko with the block. Black, he's covered by Levesque. Here's Junior, that's in, coming off a nice assist from Jonathan Lack.
Junior's already developing some pretty strong mechanics.
You can see the potential in his stroke.
Dermonenko outside. And James Vidurko with the block. And the whistle stops gameplay. It was not a clean block shot, instead a shooting foul. And we'll see free throws coming in right here. That free throw missing. And the last few seasons, the Eagles haven't had an easy time finding wins.
For a while, it seemed you could always count on the Eagles to be at the top of this conference. That hasn't been the case lately. Hopefully, Coach Bishop has found the talent he needs to get his program back to the top.
Pass to Junior. Outside, Black. Back to Junior. From the arc. Put back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The Eagles need this from Marceda at center, fighting hard to win boards and finish the play strong.
Now Levesque. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Ramadan. Over piece, grabs the miss. Junior up top. He's covered by Levesque. Back to Junior. Pulls up on the elbow. It's rebounded by Erickson.
He doesn't look comfortable shooting the ball, and it's really hurting them right now.
Levesque. And a missed layup. And looking at Junior, the senior is exactly the type of guard the Eagles needed for this season.
Absolutely. He clearly is a plus athlete, and even though he hasn't spent too much time perfecting his skills, the pedigree is there with who his dad is. That's a shot Junior feels comfortable taking. The D has got to chase him off this line.
Bobby Erickson drawing the double team. Count that bucket.
Oh, the accuracy, just special. Puts the ball where only his teammate can get it.
Junior outside. Takes one from 10 feet. That one wide left. Burton in the lead. And he knocks down the first one. So both teams making some runs out, and we are heading to halftime. The Hornets are ahead, leading by 6. And we'll be back to bring y'all the third quarter action after halftime. And the second half of action just getting started here in our coverage of Garden State IAA sports. And the Hornets and their roster, they aren't scared to play small if they need to.
Looking at the rest of the division, the Hornets are one of the smaller teams overall. They just don't have that many big bodies in the program, but they know how to make up for it with defensive rotations. Don't be fooled. This team is still deadly, albeit a tad undersized.
Sheffield outside. Pass to Marceda. Junior. He's covered by Levesque. Now Junior, right side. Here's Sheffield. Marceda. And he gets it to go.
Let the big man heat down there. Once again, Marceda has the positioning he likes, and the rest is history.
Pass to Porter. On the wing, Bobby Erickson. Defended by Lack. A nice shot by Erickson. Second half of basketball. Just over a minute played so far. Right side, Lack. Shoots over Erickson. And the Eagles tack on 2 more.
And hey, Lapp takes the shot when you give it to him. The D has to respect his mid-range J.
And you look at the play style of Bobby Erickson, very much a modern wing who can play off the ball or initiate things for this offense as well.
And Erickson might be lined up out on the wing, but he'll do pretty much everything you ask of him in this offense. Coach figured out very quickly this team is at its best when Erickson has the ball in his hands.
And here's Junior outside.
Didn't convert this time, but that's exactly the kind of look that they want.
And they'll take that shot each and every time you give it to them. More often than not, that's a made three.
Vlad Dermonenko for three. It's hauled in by the Eagles.
I know, right? Dude, is stupid.
He's covered by Levesque. Junior outside. Sheffield. Pass to Marceda. Now here's Junior. Jacks up the three. Gets the three to fall.
And how about the dime from the big man? Marceda doing a great job finding his teammate.
And a little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. And here's Joe Levesque outside. Sheffield with the rebound.
Second half, off to a bumpy start, only hitting one of their first 4 shots.
Here's Junior. That doesn't go to tie the game.
Well, seeing Junior out there, you can't help but think of his legendary father. One of the biggest names in the area.
And maybe the D will step up on him next time. He's proven he can knock down that shot.
Some changes for Burton. And Duke, a star here at Newark, who went on to have a great run at the collegiate level.
And to call Duke a high school star doesn't even begin to paint the full picture. Everyone from that era knew who Duke was. I'm sure they're ecstatic to see what Junior can do.
To take the lead. And it's Burton grabbing the rebound. Outside Erickson. That three off the mark. Pass to Junior.
Oh.
Lets the three fly. Hits the three-pointer.
Buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game, with both sides looking way off their shooting.
Sometimes it takes only 1 or 2 buckets, though, to get things going. Maybe we're getting ready to pump a little life into this game.
No.
And just over a minute and a half has gone by here in the fourth.
Look how skillfully Erickson moves off the pick. Pretty undeniable. This kid has such a bright future ahead of him.
No doubt the star of this Burton squad is Bobby Erickson. He's a gifted scorer and playmaker, and he's been with the Hornets for quite some time now, and he's been the star.
And Junior gets it to go.
And the Eagles love when Junior steps up in these moments. He welcomes the chance to deliver for them.
Pass to Dermonenko. Erickson with it. Stolen by Lapp. The numbers in their favor. On up the court. And James Marceda slams it in.
His leadership right here. Marceda upping his intensity and finding a way to connect during a big possession.
And with the Erickson guys, you see his release and you know immediately he's a terrific shooter. He's going to have no problems putting it on the floor as well.
That's true. I mean, Erickson plays bigger than he actually is, and that helps him finish on the inside. Colleges have shown a lot of interest in him. Breakout performance in sophomore year. He'll most likely when he gets to that next level.
Making a change here. The Eagles with the lead. Sheffield outside. Pass to Junior. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. And here's Sheffield. Junior. And he converts the layup.
The ball handling skills of Junior are fantastic. Such a creative dribbler who figures out ways to torch a defense.
Bobby Erickson drawing the double team. If you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played just about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And it's Lozette missing.
And even if it didn't fall, you're more than okay with him trying the three in that case.
Now Junior, right side. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots coming. It's going to go on Erickson.
Tremendous effort from Junior. Clashes with some aggressive defense, but manages to release the shot and get fouled.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Growing up in North has its perks. Junior got to hone his skills on the hard courts, not too far away in New York City. And playing in the pickup games was a great experience for a young fellow.
Marcelo with the steal. Pass to Lack. Junior, Milan covering. And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that'll increase their lead to 6. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line is no good.
The clock's their worst enemy right now.
They need to work very quickly.
He's made up for his lack of size in the post with a lot of extra effort, and he's done some serious work on the boards.
Zadirko with it. Dermonenko picks him up. And so they foul intentionally. He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Time's called here as the Hornets decide to talk it over. And here's Stephen Porter from the arc.
What determination. There were a lot of hands competing for that rebound.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Junior, Luan covering. Here's Junior. Nifty move. Ash Romanovs with the block.
Well, this game's finally gotten away from them.
It has. There's not really anything at this point that they can do.
Michael Luan for 3. James Marcedo with the rebound. Sheffield outside. Here's Junior. Misses. And the final horn sounds pop one up for the Eagles. They get the win here at home in a fantastic start to the season.
And the level of skill from the last few years is visibly better for the Eagles. Junior seems to fit right in with the rest of the team. Newark East fans have to be excited about how they looked.
And the Hornets didn't lose this game, the Eagles won it. To get a win over a talented Burton team says a lot for the future of Newark East this season.
And that'll do it for our broadcast of Garden State IAA Hoops. For Drake Hugo and Danny Hawk.
What these guys so serious? Yeah,
You like it?
Kid, that was something special watching you out there tonight.
Yo, wait, look up.
Wait. How you doing, Chris?
Got the cookies. Got the cookies. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. I need to get my duck up some more.
Right, it's a possibility.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We have another exciting edition of Garden State IAA Hoops for you. I'm Joe Lamy. To my side are Drake Hugo and Danny Hogger. We'll be seeing the Renfield Foxes play host to the Newark East Eagles.
And at this point in the season, we know that we can expect an intense matchup. The Eagles are a much improved team looking to come into Renfield and take one on the road. It won't be easy, but they have the firepower to make it happen.
And standing in their way will be Connor Rosenberg, the fantastic guard for the Renfield Foxes. He's got size, touch, just about everything. You can bet he'll be a handful for the Eagles.
This beautiful gymnasium will be rocking in no time as the Foxes defend their court against the Eagles. A look at the lineup for Newark East. You have Junior running point guard duties. He's joined by Day in the backcourt. And in the middle, it's going to be Marceta. And the rest of the front court is Lack at the 3 with Zazirko at the 4. Foxes starting with the group of Lee and star sophomore Rosenberg in the backcourt. Joseph and Bishop make up that forward pairing, and it's big Bobby Andrews getting the start at center. And while every game hasn't been smooth sailing for Newark, one thing you can see from this team is they are improving each game.
And Joe, that's a big credit to both Coach Bishop as well as the senior leadership on Newark. It's been a special year for this group in large part to their hard work.
Zazirko outside. Now here's Junior. He's guarded closely. No good off the back of the rim. Outside Lee. Knocked away. Now Sheffield. Pass to Zazirko. Sheffield outside. Screen by Marceta. Little over a minute and a half into this first. And down it goes for 2.
He did well to recognize the size mismatch and immediately cash in with the mid-range jump shot.
And here's Andrews. Lee, covered by Junior. Back to Lee. Pass to Andrews. Lee. No good from outside.
And with Renfield, they care quite a bit about their athletics. Tons of money from donations have found their way to the school. They have a lot to show for it.
And here's Junior outside. Peter Rosenberg with the rebound. From deep. And Short Lee hits from deep. And it's a tie ball game.
Good work by the Foxes, getting Lee perfectly set up there. Enables him to send up an assertive shot.
And with Renfield from the gym to their uniforms, you can usually count on everything being state-of-the-art.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Who wouldn't want to play here? It feels like a country club. And as a result, a lot of potential standout athletes will try to get into Renfield's district just because of how nice the facilities are.
And on top of that, this quarter has not been going his way on the offensive end.
Pass to Andrews. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Down low. Here's Junior. The shot off that time.
And nothing is going in for him right now. You can see the toll it's taking on his confidence.
And Bishop from outside. Here's Gregory. Nice work on the board. Paying off with the basket.
He's relentless on the glass, and this team feeds off that energy.
Junior outside. outside, Black. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the dime.
Well, it's been a good start for the season for the Eagles. You can see their confidence grow with each win they notch.
The win helps, but this team knows they have a great roster with the addition of Junior. He's made everyone else better around him, especially with the attention he commands. The body language of this team is completely different than last year.
And that's good for Junior.
What a read there from Lack, recognizing the overcommitment and making the deep pay for this mistake.
Lee with it.
Take screenshot. Button. Press pause to select. Save recent gameplay. Take screenshot. Save recent gameplay. To move, press the button. Save full video. 40. Save short clip. Button. Save full video.